The vote is in, and it's the students who look to be the real winners. As Maplewood Elementary set up a pretend election in their school before the actual presidential election, all in an effort to teach their students the importance of becoming involved in the voting process and making their opinions count.
Well, what we're doing today is we're actually having kids voting. Our school decided to give the kids an understanding of exactly how the adults feel when they vote and how important it is for, you know, everybody to have their right to vote, have their voice, and have their opinion. So we're going to have kids going through the process so they understand how to vote, how to read amendments, and they're going to have their voice. And we're hoping that they make choices based on information that they've gained through the learning process in their classroom. So literally it's coming from the classroom to the polling site.
And that learning process involved various lessons in the classroom, including teaching about the voting and political process, as well as the actual candidates and amendments they will vote upon.
Inside your folder are going to be your multiple resources that you're going to use in order to compare and contrast the two presidents.
Different teachers are doing different things depending on the grade level. They were all given some information. They were given different resources to use, and we talked about not only the election process, but understanding why we have the freedom and we have the right to vote, and not saying vote for one candidate or the other, but actually talking about the different candidates and why they have their different beliefs and thoughts. And the great thing is when they're actually coming to the polling places, the teachers are talking to them about not only they're voting for presidents and not only they're voting for certain amendments, but also explaining the process. As an adult, sometimes we go to vote for an amendment, we don't understand it exactly, but to use your context clues and things that you do understand to make the best choice.
But the learning goes beyond just politics, as this activity incorporated many different curriculums as well, without the students even knowing it. All done in an interesting way.
We have touched every subject. We have done the electoral votes through math. We have done through reading, all the different researching, language arts. They had to do a lot of writing. They had to use complex sentences. They had to be creative. Like, for example, the branches of government. They actually created a tree, and each leaf was a detail. So it was main idea and detail. So everything they did hit every benchmark that our state wants. So it was really great because they didn't realize through all these subjects they learned everything. We did cross-curriculum the whole way through and they loved it.
And getting these students involved, at this age in particular, can have an impact as future voters, as it hopefully opens their eyes to the importance of the political process.
I think that if you start young and you teach them the importance of them having a voice and making a choice, I think we can just have a country full of educated people that want to work together for the betterment of the country, with an understanding again that it's really important that if your candidate doesn't get picked, you're not angry about it, you still work together to make the country a great place. You have to take the time out, you have to have your voice, and every voice does matter. And I hope that every student leaves today saying, I'm voting, I'm proud to be an American, and that they go home and tell their parents, you need to do the same thing.
It's important because kids need to learn, and how they learn is how they grow up. I got to feel like really special because like I'm not 18 or older yet, so it was really fun. It's your chance to make something happen, or if it's like it's a right, it's freedom.
And encouraging these children to exercise that freedom is really what this mock election is all about, as they hopefully walk away from this activity excited about voting.
I thought that was really cool because you got to understand how the process, and like I think it's important to vote because you get to pick the one that you think is doing better. It was pretty fun.
I'm very proud of myself for voting. I'm very proud of myself.
I was excited because it was like very special, and like I felt good about voting, so I can have my choice.
Broward School Beat can be seen right here on BECON-TV. Invest in yourself.